Today's life experience chapter. 7 years together, but in the end, they never got married. 1:47 a.m. The living room of the rental apartment had no lights on. Car lights from the elevated highway outside the window sweep in every now and then. Someone keeps shining a flashlight in your face. On the tea table lies a wedding shop flyer stained with coffee. The phone screen stays on the chat window. His last message was sent half an hour ago. Let's just forget it. You're staring at those 3 words. Cold fingers. The first thing that came to mind. Not even sadness. But it's really over. 7 years, 2,555 days. No third party involved. No betrayal. No tables available. There wasn't even a proper outburst. But for some reason, we just can't seem to make it to marriage. Later you realized. The most painful relationships often don't end suddenly. Scattered among the trivial mess. 24 years old. You just graduated. My salary is $5,830. He works at a training center. $4,200 per month. You guys live on the top floor of the urban village. The summer is as hot as a steam room. In winter, mold grows in the corners of the walls. Laundry load for 3 days. They all carry a hint of tea scent. Back then, you weren't afraid of being poor at all. I even think being poor is a kind of romance. Sunday at 8:16 p.m. You're all huddled under the plastic tubs at the night market. Beer bottles clinking together. He suddenly grabbed your sleeve. Let's keep it simple for our wedding. A small house is fine. Don't overwork yourself. At that moment, you really believed it. Do you think that as long as you work hard enough? The salary is $5,800. It went up to $10,000, then to $15,000. The future will appear on its own. And so you start to struggle desperately. Working during the day. Working a side gig at night. Still revising the proposal at 2 in the morning. My eyes are sore and aching. Beg card fish and goose. The day I finally hit 6 figures. Take a screenshot and send it to him. He replied with a report. Expression. Thank you for your hard work. Things will get better. You're staring at that line. It will get better later. I was happy for a long time. Because back then, you all thought that future would really come. Started looking at houses in the 3rd year. 3:24 p.m. The air conditioning in the photo studio is very cold. The salesperson is holding a calculator. Laughing while pressing. The total price for 89 square meters is $2.17 million. A down payment of $650,000. You look down at the bank card and card reader. He didn't speak, and neither did I. In the reflection of the subway door on my way home. You suddenly realized. He hasn't smiled like he used to in a long time. Since then. Your conversations are starting to sound more and more like family meetings. How much did the rent increase? How much will you save next month? Will the company lay off employees? Save this money for a down payment. It's good to treat yourself once in a while. Later, you couldn't go 3 sentences without mentioning money. Slowly. I can't remember the last time we watched a movie together. The 4th year. You changed jobs. Salary increased to $1,500. But there's more overtime. 11:26 p.m. He was already asleep when you got home. The rice on the table, covered with plastic wrap, has gone cold. He sent me a message on WeChat at 7:14 p.m. There's a new Korean barbecue place downstairs. Want to give it a try? You just got off work and came back in the early hours. He didn't reply again. After that day, he started sharing less and less about his life. Even just walking past a baby store in the mall. He always deliberately goes around. You think he's grown up now? Later I realized that it's when a woman is truly disappointed. It's not arguing. Suddenly, I stopped expecting. The 5th year. She is 29 years old. You're 31. Going home for the new year. The questions came thick and fast like bullets. The dining table smells of baijiu and greasy food. Her mom suddenly said something. A girl's youth is too precious to waste. You bowed your head to pick up some food. My ears are burning. It's not that I don't want to get married. I really have no money. $380,000 in savings. You pressed the calculator 3 times. No matter how I try, I'm still short by over $200,000. That night. The heater in the hotel room is making it too stuffy. She cried for the first time. I wasn't crying out of despair. Bowed my head and shed tears. She said I'm already 29. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm waiting for. You opened your mouth but couldn't say a thing. Because you're scared too. Afraid of working hard for 7 years. Still can't afford a future. Later, one time he said he wanted to eat hot pot. You blurted it out. Can't I just cook at home? A meal out costs $100 to $200. He suddenly fell silent. It took you a long time to finally understand. He doesn't want to eat hot pot. He just wants to have a nice meal with you. The 6th year, a friend's wedding. The hotel lights are blindingly bright. I smiled and called out. You're next, right? Someone started cheering. It's been 7 years and they still won't get married. Don't end up raising someone else's wife. The whole table laughed. You laughed it off too. But he kept his head down, drinking. Spinning the cup in his hand. Send it blank. Then you came back from the restroom. I heard him on the phone hiding in the hallway. Voice trembling. Mom, please stop asking. It might not be able to settle. You stood at the corner and suddenly didn't dare to go past. Realized for the first time. You're not just in love. You are irreplaceable to each other. Slowly becoming a joke. Later, you didn't even argue much anymore. He's lying in bed scrolling through his phone. You're working late at your computer. The same room. Can't even get 3 words out in a whole night. Silence is scarier than arguing. Because of the argument and the emotions. Silence, only the trumpet remains. 11:53 p.m. on a night in 2017. The musty smell of paint and damp plaster fills the air. He sat by the bed. The 28-inch black suitcase is packed. The action is very slow. It feels like tidying up a room that has nothing to do with you. You suddenly panicked. Can you wait a bit longer? He's looking at you. The eyes are red. But the tone was particularly calm. Just like I thought countless times before. He said. It's not that I don't love you anymore. I can't wait any longer. Let's keep going. We're really going to start resenting each other. That sentence. Like someone punched me in the stomach. It hurts, but it won't come out. What's even harder to bear is. You actually felt a moment of relief. Because you're all too tired. Exhausted to the point where even love is being worn down by reality. The door closed softly. With a click, the room suddenly became empty. The scent of its shampoo still lingers in the air. The person is already gone. 1 year later. 4:36 p.m. You buy cigarettes at the convenience store. Suddenly popped up on my feed. He got married. The man in the photo is wearing a white shirt, smiling calmly. I don't have that weary feeling of being worn down by life. The setting is a lawn wedding. You've been staring for a long time. Power reminder. That'll be $23 in total, sir. Snap out of it and tap on his profile picture. It's off for 3 rounds, neither liked nor deleted. Just changed the nickname back from future wife to her name. Leaving the convenience store. You're ordering a refill at the red light. The light is green, but you didn't rush to leave. Eventually, you finally saved up enough for the down payment. Wages have also gone up. Finally able to provide a home. Organize it when chatting. You suddenly came across a sentence he posted 7 years ago. Let's not make our wedding too expensive when we get married. You stared at that sentence for a long time before it suddenly clicked. The hardest thing has never been making money. Someone was with you through the hardest times. But I never got to see the day you changed for the better.